Bill Melugin, one of the most interesting people in news, in my opinion, who's been, I kind of like to say he's in purgatory because he's in D.C. now. He's no longer at the border with all the action. But then again, Trump closed out the action, so there's nothing for him to do at the border. So he uncovers a story, and ICE confirms to him that in New Orleans earlier today, they arrested a foreign national from Cameroon with an active deportation order with removals proceedings orders from DHS who had been deputized and been given a gun and turned into a police officer. Where the liberals are literally arming and deputizing illegals. Illegal aliens have guns in America now, guys, and they're called cops. Yeah. Like, what are we doing? I mean, and the better part is, before we go into this, I just want everybody at home to see the woman who did that. Like, it's like, you can't make this up. Like,
well, I mean, we cannot forget what happened in New Orleans, not this past New Year's, but Katrina? The New Year's before, where the guy drove through the people on Bourbon Street.
That's true.
With an ISIS flag, and they said, not terrorism. Not terrorissim, but he was, rocking the flag.
This woman, that was the feds that said it wasn't terrorism,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it looks like Colonel Sanders' wife. But this is why I can't wait for the AI and the robots. We need RoboCop. We need it now.
No, but like, what do you think? What do you take?
What happened? I'm just hearing about the story. Like, what the local cops?
He reacts with shock, saying nothing was in his file that didn't indicate he was legal.
Ian was here for the last hour talking about this. It's completely lost.
I saved my shock for the show. Could you tell? But what? So they just didn't do diligence? They didn't do due diligence?
I guess they don't do background checks. They just make you cops in New Orleans. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, look, New Orleans has been through so much. You just said Katrina, right? Yeah. Like, you would expect that I mean, dude, they're still recovering.
Right.
They're still recovering. There's a whole show on Netflix about hell of that hospital and that doctor with you guys saw it, right? I'm not trying to get sued, so I'm just gonna.
But the Democrats mean business. The Democrats mean business. I mean,
we got a great sponsor for you. It is Cove Pure. Man, good clean water. That's what I'm talking about. It's the new year, my friends. You got to get healthy. Holidays are brutal, desserts, late night skipped workouts, but now that we're in the new year, it's time to reset. Let's get a New Year's resolution going, one that actually works and gives your body what it needs. It's a perfect time for Cove Pure. Here's the thing. Everyone jumps in the new year buying new supplements, trying new diet or workouts, but they completely ignore the most important basic thing, water. Even mild dehydration impacts energy, focus, and metabolism. And one thing I found is that when I'm feeling sluggish, I'm wondering, like, did I not get vitamins? It's literally just water. It's usually water. I'll drink a cup of water and then I feel great. Cove Pure changes this. When you think about all the garbage in the water, you're starting behind the curve before you even begin. Cove Pure changes that. Their Clear Wave technology is certified to remove up to 99.9% of contaminants. Pretty much anything that isn't water, PFAs, microplastics, pharmaceutical residue, fluoride, all gets removed. It's the purest water you can get. Let you choose a temperature of your water, hot, cold, or warm. It has size presets, making it easy to remember to drink enough water. It makes your water taste so good. Easy setup, no installation needed, perfect for renters, and it looks super sleek and nice. Cove Pure makes it easy to get pure water with the push of a button. So this year, make a New Year's resolution that sticks. Improve your health with clean water. Right now, you can get $200 off for a limited time if you use my link, covepure.com/Tim. That's COVEPURE.com/Tim to start the new year right. We got one of these things. They're really awesome. I'm a big fan.
They have teachers, they have police officers, they have doctors that are illegal immigrants. I mean, they're telling you they want these people in our labor force.
The left doesn't look at immigrants as illegal or legal. They don't care, right. So they're not going to put any effort into actually verifying. They're just going to be like, oh, you're here, it's fine.
You're here, you're brown?
Which is, well, I mean, whatever the reason is.
God damn.
I don't think that brown matters. It doesn't matter if you're from, because it doesn't matter if you're from Eastern Europe or if you're from, Asia somewhere. It doesn't matter at all. They're just like, okay, you're here. We're going to treat you as if you're a citizen, yep. Even, particularly in, I don't know if New Orleans is a sanctuary city or not, but specifically in sanctuary cities, you know?
No one is illegal, right?
I want to believe that this was an oversight and not intentional. Sorry, you're going to
say. Can I say, no. That's a great point. If this is an oversight, this is a bad fuck up. This is like, it rises to like national security, but not national security, like I guess state security. Like, this is not just a small oversight. This is a big big fuck up because what's stopping other cities from look at the NYPD. They're at right now an 8,000 cop shortage. Imagine if Mamdani the commie, I got tongue twisted there, decides to put 8,000 illegals to police New York City. So this is dangerous. This is precedent setting, and I'm glad that it got caught, and I'm glad that this Cameroonian is
but how many don't get caught, George? Right? I think you got to look at how many don't get caught, right? New Orleans is probably not an isolated incident. You look at Los Angeles, you look at all these other places. The head of the voter integrity in San Francisco is an illegal immigrant.
Look, one of the points that I think we should bring up is if they are hiring illegal people that are from different parts of the world are far more tribal than we are here. Mm-hmm. So that just like the Somalis in Minneapolis, they're going to say, okay, well, this person is from my tribe, and whatever it may be, they're not going to be applying justice the same way from person to person because they're likely more tribal.
Yeah, that's my whole point. It's like they're telling you this is what they want. They want the illegal immigrants to be in these positions in the labor force. I mean, they've said it over and over and over.
Do you think they want them in the labor force or just want them because they
want them to do everything?
I think
no one is illegal.
I think they want them here because of the voter base and because of the census, right? For me, in my opinion, the reason is the more people come in and are in cities, the more the Democrats can use that to basically inflate the census because you're only counting people, you're not counting citizens, inflate the census and skew the balance of power in Congress.
Look, we can talk about census all day long. Everybody has been, that's the biggest fear-mongering line. The census. It's a rounding error in the census, believe it or not. Based on the amount of people we have in the country, it's really a rounding error. So I don't jump to the census. I'm more concerned about putting guns in the hands of illegals and saying, hey, you're a cop now. Go police Americans. If these guys have quarrels and they want to quash us, because we know that a lot of people come to this country that hate us. They really do. I have started to look at every single foreign national who is not fully integrated to this country with family back in their countries. I look at them as a potential adversary, a potential enemy of the state. I don't care. Is that harsh? Is that something that people should, you shouldn't say that? No, I'm sorry. People hate us around the world. I go to Europe a lot. Well, I resumed going back to Europe. I was a little caught up for a couple of years. My passport was locked down. But when you really look at it, you go to Europe, they hate us not because of what we do, or they hate us because of what we have. And then you go to these third world hellhole countries like Cameroon, they loathe us. Yeah. So now they come here and we give them guns. What are we doing?
Well,
it's crazy.
I know you view them as your adversary, but the Democrats literally view them
as their voting base,
as your replacement.
Yeah,
they view them as your replacement.
See, I think that's more of it is the replacement of it, right? Is that they are bringing people in and just completely casting out Americans.
So listen to this. So it's up on the screen. So New Orleans Police Department verified Larry Tieman's work eligibility through ICE E-Verified before hiring him and received no ICE detainer. Jail detainer decisions are handled by the sheriff's office, and any claim NOPD broke the law is false. That is absolutely garbage.
So they're trying to blame ICE.
There's no way. I worked in the federal government. I understand very well how these E-Verifies work. There's no way this individual passed an E-Verify from ICE. There's just no way.
Well, that's interesting because
no way.
We're in Florida and there's a lot of laborers around here that don't speak English. So it's, you can make some assumptions. But one of the things I've been told is locally that the E-Verify thing is actually very easy to game and get by because they have the E-Verify process out here for the laborers as well.
It's
yeah,
not.
But
it's not easy to game. I don't know who's saying it's easy to game. It's pretty tough to game because it's a federal based database. Mm-hmm. Unless you're dealing with sanctuary cities, which then again New Orleans is. So it is a self-inflicted wound by New Orleans city government that because of their sanctuary status creates this potential conflict. But for them to flat out lie to the American people now saying that, oh no, this is on ICE's E-Verify system, garbage.
Interesting.
Well, and it's creating a way for ICE to be blamed not only for the removal of people, but if they supposedly, according to the New Orleans PD, that their system doesn't work.
Yeah, look, you know what?
So George, just to clarify, so you're saying the E-Verify system is, we'll say, more secure than the Social Security system?
Well, it's not that it's absolutely not. Neither are secure.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well, neither are secure, but they're hard to gain.
But there's a lot of illegal immigrants that have Social Security
No, they
cards.
don't have Social Securities. I can take you to Roosevelt Avenue in Jackson Heights in Queens, where I'm from, and if you look a specific way and you walk up and down a couple of minutes, you'll be offered a Social Security like a gazillion times.
Right.
Like literally.
Well, that was what Elon. That's what Elon uncovered with Doge, right? It was like all the Social Security fraud.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and it's been an issue. It's been an issue for years. I can remember as long as I've been alive, Roosevelt Avenue in Jackson Heights in Queens is full of people selling fake green cards, fake social cards. They'll take you into a hole in the wall and you give them $100, $200, whatever it is, and you walk out with that stuff. Now, like, how do I know? Obviously, tons of illegals. I grew up around a lot of these people. So they would say, oh, I got to go get a new social card. I'm like, oh, let's go to the Social Security office, which is usually in Jamaica, Queens. They're like, oh, no, I just get one on Roosevelt. I'm like, what?
It's like McLovin, like the Mexican super bad.
So are you saying, George, you think that because New Orleans is a sanctuary city, this guy got in there illegally and then never registered with E-Verify, and that's why
pretty much is he probably had a status at some point, some sort of TPS, some sort of some sort of TPS, some sort of status that led for him to be able.
What is TPS, by the way?
Temporary protective status, right? Which is supposed to be temporary. Temporary. It's on the temporary.
Things with the government tend not to be temporary.
Yeah, nothing.
PS.
I mean, look, we're getting all this heat now because President Trump is ending TPS on Haitians, and I'm sorry, when was the earthquake? And I thought the Clintons went there to clean it up.
2010.
Right? Yeah, 2010. It's been
2011.
What, 16 years? 15 years, and we're still considering temporary protective status for them because it's so dangerous. But then you have Colbert, O'Brien, and all of these people with like, oh, Haiti's so beautiful. Haiti doesn't need to be made great again. Like,
So
which one is it?
I interrupted you, but you're saying this guy has TPS.
So he
has
probably had
temporary...
TPS at some point. Like, and again, I'm spitballing because it's developing, right? It's a developing story. But either he had TPS or some sort of temporary visa that allowed him to be here because he got a work authorization at some point. That's how he got this job. The thing is nobody double checked to verify like the expiration because work authorizations have a very short expiration date. It's usually 2 years, and you have to renew it, but you got to qualify to renew it, right? So this seems like a classic example of not renewing it, them not being on top of it. So it's a very bad oversight. It's a lazy and irresponsible oversight.
Well, I mean, I understand your concern with like the gun aspect of this, but didn't we just see this? I forgot what city, Phil, you may know, but there was a teacher, like literally an administrator that was an illegal immigrant. That
I don't remember what city it was, but there was the government has been the government has been hiring illegal aliens for ages.
The administrator.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but the administrator, I thought she was a DACA recipient.
It was a he.
I'm sorry, right. I believe it was a DACA recipient. I know everybody likes to call them illegal. I agree that the way they got their status was illegal because Obama did it through executive order.
George, they all have to go back.
They're illegal,
I'm not arguing that. Look, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying DACA.
They can dream somewhere else, George.
George went from they're my adversaries to defending them.
I'm not defending them. I just want to. I think facts matter, right? And DACA recipients do have permission to work. That's the difference. I don't agree with it, but I just want to be. I don't want to sit here and then get called out later.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.